Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we're filming outside, which is something I did fairly recently. We had about 2 weeks of really nice weather for the first time this summer at the start of June, and then a couple of days after I finished filming the first reading that I did outside, which I really enjoyed, the weather took a massive turn for the worse. So I'm talking, it went from like 27, 28 degrees, lovely sunshine, to being like 13 degrees and raining overnight. Like, it was really quite difficult to cope with, because I was really enjoying filming outside and I wanted to do it again, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So today is the one day for like the next 10 days and the previous 10 days or so that we've got a nice or fairly nice day. It's kind of cloudy and sunny. It's not as hot as it was beforehand, but it's the only day that I would be able to do something like this, and I really wanted to do this again. So we're filming outside. It's not going to be as sunny as it was last time. There might be spells of sunshine and cloud. Again, I apologize for any background noise that you might hear during this video. The birds and things are nice, but there might be people walking past. There might be music occasionally, helicopters and things going overhead. I'm in a public park, so it's not like a garden or anything. Lots of people can come in. There's also a lot of little flies that keep crawling on my cards. I think they may be attracted by the bright colours, but they weren't here last time and I used the same decks. Maybe it's just the time of year. So I apologise if they end up crawling all over the cards, but they're harmless. So let's look at the cards that we've got today. We're going to be doing the Love Life predictions for July. I've already done the general predictions reading for July. So we've got 3 piles as always. On pile 1 we have the Sword card, and I'm using the same tarot deck for each pile. I'm going to be using the Star Spinner Tarot, and that's because this is pre-shuffled apart from the tarot deck, just to minimize the amount of stuff that I was bringing out with me, because I have to walk to the park, I've got to bring my charms and everything to film. So the cards are pre-shuffled except for the dice. Pile 2 is the Feather. You can ask yourself, what's coming up in my love life in July? What can I expect in love in July? Pile 3 is the Hand, and it's got what looks like an amethyst crystal in the palm of the hand. And then, because it is the monthly love predictions reading, we're also going to be choosing a gnome. I always do that. As well as choosing cards, we choose a gnome, and the gnome is going to give you some extra messages, some channeled messages. So we've got Gnome A, Gismund. He's our first gnome today. Gnome B, Gunvald. Gnome C, Geir. And Gnome D, Gjord. I kind of need them at the back there to hold the mat down a little bit because we're on grass, so it's a little bit uneven for when I'm going to be putting the cards down. So yeah, that's the gnomes and the piles. You don't have to choose both straight away. If you find it a bit difficult to choose 2 things at once, that's fine. You can watch your pile and then come back and choose a gnome. You might find that you're drawn to more than one gnome or more than one pile. That's fine. As always, you guys take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading on YouTube. It's not a private reading. So let's get into the video. Obviously want to say a big thank you to my subscribers as well, just before I do, and to all of my patrons, including Kat, Alexandra, Kelly, Virginia, Chris, Cara and Joan. Thank you so much, you guys, for all of your support. Let's get into the video. Okay, group 1, welcome to your reading if you chose the Sword card. This is going to be kind of the main part of your reading, and then we'll do your gnome as well when you've chosen your gnome. So as I explained in the introduction to this video, because I'm outside in a public park, I had to bring all of my stuff with me. So that means that I've pre-shuffled your oracle cards. I'm going to be shuffling the tarot on camera, but I'm using the same tarot deck for every reading today, and that's the Star Spinner Tarot. I've brought the charms with me, but the dice have also been pre-selected, so not the dice themselves, but just the box that we're using of dice, and also the number of dice that each pile is getting. I pre-rolled so that I knew what to bring. So let's get your tarot cards first, group 1, see what's coming up for your love life in July. Okay, so I've got a few tarot cards there. Let's see what we've got. So starting off with the Hierophant, it's Taurus energy. Again, I apologize if the cards look a bit higgledy-piggledy because of the grass that we're on here. We've got the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. And it's interesting because you picked the sword as your pile marker, and these cards, I don't pre-select them, I just shuffle them to get a pile marker for each pile. So sword is important here. So we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and also Taurus showing up in the reading. I can see that there's some anxiety or some worries when it comes to love in July, and my main kind of feeling about it from looking at the tarot cards is that you want to make the right choice. You want to do the right thing or be the good person in this situation. You don't want to hurt anyone, because the Hierophant is all about making the right choice, you know, doing things in the best possible way, morally and ethically. The Nine of Wands suggests that you're going through a tough time or that you feel like you're having to fight your corner. The High Priestess, taking time to come to a decision, thinking things through. The Queen of Swords as well, you know, needing to prioritize what it is that you want in this situation and making big decisions. And then the Nine of Swords, worry, you know, not wanting to hurt anyone or not wanting to make the wrong choice about this. So this is interesting. I'm wondering if maybe you've got more than one option when it comes to love right now, or you're not sure if you want to stay in a relationship or in a dating situation or to look for something new. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. They are pre-shuffled, but I haven't really looked at them. One or two, like in the whole reading, did fall upright, but I can't remember which ones they were or which piles they were in. So your romance angel is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that feels like a nice card in this situation, because it feels like you're gonna make the right choice based on that card. It makes me feel like it's safe for you to do what feels right in your heart. Your Whispers of Love card today is number 2, like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And I think this could be an important message for those of you who feel like you've drifted away from your partner. And maybe that's why you aren't sure if you want to stay in a relationship. Maybe one or both of you has changed and you've just kind of grown apart or outgrown each other. You no longer like the same things, or maybe your daily life is just very different, your schedules, your routines and behaviors, etc. So that's an interesting card. You kind of want to attract someone who is more similar to you or understands you more, shares the same interests. Maybe you're struggling to find that in a dating scenario, like you're seeing a lot of people but none of them seem to really get you or seem to really be similar enough to you or interested in the same things. Your healing card for love in July is Show Self-Respect, number 29. So stick up for yourself, very much like the Queen of Swords. You know, have your boundaries, don't be swayed by what anyone else would have you do. Show self-respect. Really lovely card. I also feel like it's saying trust your decisions, that card. Trust your own instincts and trust your gut in what it is that you want. Don't stay in a situation just for fear of hurting someone else or for fear out of what someone else would do if you were to leave them, let them go, etc. Then we've got a brand new deck, which I'm really excited to show you. This is the Lover's Oracle, which the lovely and extremely generous Kara has donated to my channel, you guys. Kara, I've lost track of the number of decks that Kara has donated to this channel. She is an incredibly generous and lovely, warm, kind person. She's also a patron, so she really, really supports the work that I do here. So if you do see her in the comments, please show her some love, you guys. She is incredibly kind. And this is the card that you guys got from the Lover's Oracle today. And it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And I think that really resonates for people who feel stuck in a difficult situation. And it's not maybe so much that you desperately want to leave, but you just feel unfulfilled, or maybe you just aren't sure whether you should pursue a certain person that you're dating or someone who's interested in you. Maybe someone's asked you out and you're just not sure if they're the right person for you, but you like them and you don't want to turn them down because you don't want to hurt them. You know, maybe it's a colleague or a friend and you don't want to hurt their feelings. So I really like that message. It's about finding happiness and joy in every situation. Then we have friends and colleagues. Wow. Okay, I swear I didn't see that card when I said friends and colleagues. The Three of People. This could also mean that you're spending a lot of time with friends and colleagues in this month, and maybe that's how you might find a new love interest. Your archetype card for the person who's going to be important in your love life in July is Damsel. The light attributes are understanding the nature of healthy romance, inspires you to rely on yourself, and the shadow attributes are waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Okay, so you could resonate with that, or this could be someone who is coming towards you in love. You don't have to take both attributes. If they don't both resonate with you, always have fun with the archetype cards because they're going to fit a lot of people's situations in very different ways. Your ice cream today is coconut, protection, purification, boundaries. So yes, the show self-respect. And the Queen of Swords card very much resonate with the message about boundaries. Protection and purification as well, like guarding your heart, not wanting to hurt people. You guys have Skjold, number 3, guilt or blame. Again, not wanting to feel like the bad person is what I'm getting, not wanting to feel like you've hurt someone or like you're to blame for the breakup of a relationship. And finally, your Secret Garden oracle card is Share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower, and maybe that is what the friends and colleagues card is saying, that you are maybe prioritizing friendship and hanging out with colleagues more than you are looking for love in this month. Maybe it's about dating around, seeing a lot of different people rather than settling down, taking time to come to a decision. Possibly as well, you know, you're thinking that you need to have more time made for you in your relationship. Maybe you feel undervalued, or like your partner isn't prioritizing you, that they're seeing other people, friends and colleagues maybe, or family, that they're working too hard, that they're choosing not to spend their leisure time with you, or not having quality time. Like maybe you find that you're spending every evening just sitting in front of the TV with this person, and that's fine for them. That's what they want, is just to relax in front of the TV or with a movie, Netflix or something, and have dinner with you. But what you want is to go out to a restaurant, or to go and do something, go for a walk of an evening. Like you don't want to spend every evening in the same way, and you wish that more quality time was being made for you. So that's, I feel, a message for some of you. So we're going to get your charms on top now, group 1, and then we'll do your dice, and then you can go and get your gnome messages. So let's do your charms. Just my quick reminder, if you want to turn down the volume now, if you don't like the sound of the charms or you think you're not going to like them, they can be quite loud. Let's move these more into the center. Okay, group 1, love life in July. I'm sorry if you couldn't get a good look at the charm, Tim, while I was shuffling then. Normally when I'm filming inside, I'm at a desk or a table, and so I have this camera kind of at the same height as my head or at my mouth, so I'm just kind of sat next to it, but at the moment I'm kind of leaning over it because we're right on the ground. So it was hard. I didn't want to knock the camera by holding the charms really out in front. So you've got the letter L. That could be a person's name, that could be a word. Love, obviously, could be the word. We have live, love, laugh. So the simple things in life, enjoying the simple things each day, like this card was telling you to find joy in every circumstance. But I think it's also about wanting more quality time. So that really is a message coming through for a lot of you. We've got the sheath there, hiding feelings or not saying what it is that you want to say, not saying everything you want to say. We've got the mature woman. So there could be a more experienced or older or more mature feminine energy around you who can give you some advice at this time, some guidance. It could also indicate that you feel that you're more mature in a relationship, or that you're more mature than a lot of the people that you are meeting up with. If you're a feminine, you know, you could feel that no one's just on the same wavelength as you, no one's on the same level of understanding. We've got the Christmas tree, so that's a winter symbol. Obviously, those of you in the southern hemisphere, July is winter time. But for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, this could be indicating that this kind of situation started around winter time. You could be looking forward to the coming winter, making plans. We've got the saxophone, which to me always talks about sophisticated interests, high art. Maybe that's what this is talking about, that you feel that the people around you don't get you in that way. They don't share your interests. You've got the Black Knight there, someone who keeps their thoughts and feelings to themselves. Can also indicate a mysterious stranger coming into your life. You've got the Snowflake Obsidian Ball, that's about overcoming obstacles, making long-term plans. A toxic person or situation. Just show that. We've got a key, which is great. It's about overcoming obstacles again, finding solutions to problems. It's also about new opportunities, unblocking energy that feels blocked. We've got a wish coming true with the shooting star, and also you've got this little clothes peg, which is an attachment symbol, so feeling very attached to a certain person. So now we're going to do your dice. Group 1, and you guys got the Looney Tunes dice set number 4 for those of you that are interested in the numerology, and you guys got 2 of those when I pre-rolled to see how many you were getting. Okay, so group 1, love life in July. Oh, just knocked it. So the hearth, yeah, hearth and home. Maybe you're spending too much time inside. You want to get out, you want to meet new people, you want to have fun and laugh again. Maybe there's been not a lot of opportunity for that recently, or maybe the person you're with doesn't want to do that. As I've said, I think you're going to get invites to quite a few things in July because we've got friends and colleagues. So it seems like there are people who want to spend time with you, want to include you in their plans and in what they're doing. So that's really positive. And also the pie. To me, pie is about nourishment and nurturing, taking care of yourself. But it also reminds me of that phrase, having fingers in every pie. So maybe you are exploring your options in July. You know, as I said, speaking to lots of people, dating people, looking around. I feel like just the underlying message, regardless of which parts of this resonated with you or not, it feels like at the moment you're unfulfilled when it comes to love, whether you're single, dating, committed, whatever. It feels like you're unfulfilled and you're looking for something extraordinary. You're looking for something bigger, something better. And so that's what I see you exploring in July, maybe in a very subtle way, maybe in a way that's even slightly subconscious, because we've got the High Priestess and the Nine of Swords. But I definitely see you exploring this kind of lots of options, or a more fulfilling option message. There's a little baby in a pram just gone past me. Yeah, that's what I see. That's the kind of overriding message of July. So now you guys can go and choose your gnome if you haven't done that already, or you can just go to the timestamps and jump to your gnome message. I'm really interested to see how they interact, as always. And I'm going to move on now to pile number 2. Hey there, group 2. Welcome to your reading if you chose the feather, maybe a connection to angels. This is going to be your reading. As I explained in the introduction, I've pre-shuffled the oracle cards. I've also pre-rolled the type of dice we'll be using for each pile and the number of dice that each pile are going to use. So I've only brought out the boxes of dice that I need. Just because I'm coming to a public park, I need to cut down on the amount of stuff that I'm bringing with me. That's why I've pre-shuffled. I haven't looked at the cards. A couple of them fell out upright while I was shuffling them, but I can't remember which piles they belong to. I am going to be shuffling the tarot on camera, however. The sun has come out since I started filming the introduction, so I hope that stays. So let's do your tarot. We're going to be using the same set of tarot cards for each pile, which is the Star Spinner Tarot. see what we've got here. We've got the Four of Cups as your first card. Apologise for any noise you can hear in the background from people. We've got the Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins in this deck. So 2 fours. We've also got the Eight of Swords, the Fool, and the Hermit. So Virgo energy in this reading. Really interesting. I feel as though if you are in a relationship, group 2, it feels like you're possibly at a distance from your partner in July, either physically, like you're not in the same town or city, or your schedules mean that you can't meet up very often, or emotionally, you know, maybe you don't feel heard by your partner, you don't feel like the time you're spending with each other is quality, because it feels like in July you feel a little bit on your own, or you feel like you're just not being heard or validated. For a lot of you, I think it's more of a physical distance. But this is interesting. It's like some of you, I think, are waiting to see your partner, because this card, when I look at this card, I always think of like she's waiting to be invited to the ball, you know, or she's waiting for someone to come out and notice her, this little mermaid outside this human castle. And I think this is definitely a temporary phase, but I just see you as feeling at a distance from your partner in July. If you're not seeing anyone or interested in anyone, it could be that you just feel like you're not getting the level of attention that you want in July. It could mean that you don't have anyone on your mind, but you want to find love, so you're really looking. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. So your romance angel for today is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe some of you are, you know, healing from a past breakup, or someone that you dated, it not working out. Maybe some of you are having to forgive a partner for choosing to go on holiday or work overtime, you know, when you feel like they didn't have to do that and you would rather that they prioritized spending time with you, possibly. Could even be about forgiving yourself for feeling this way. You guys also got 2 Whispers of Love oracle cards. Slow down, number 9, pause and allow things to unfold. And that's definitely what it feels like, is that your love life slows down a little bit in July. So you might have been seeing a lot of a partner in June, and then in July you see less of them, or they message less frequently. I do feel it's more of a physical separation than like an emotional one. And you have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible, number 40. So yeah, a lot of you are waiting to see your partner. You've got like a date scheduled, or you're planning a meetup, and that's kind of how you're wistfully spending a lot of your time in July. Maybe you're scheduling dates, you know, you're meeting people online, not someone that you're currently actually in a relationship with, and so you're scheduling dates and you're looking forward to that in July. Your healing message for love in July is love your body, number 21. So some of you are trying to lose weight, some of you trying to just get fitter in general. For some of you, it might not be the whole body, but more specific, like there's a specific part of your body that you feel insecure about or that you'd like to change, like your hair or your skin, for example, your teeth, your nails, whatever it is. Becoming more confident in your body will bring a lot of healing for you in July. Then we've got a brand new deck, and you guys actually got 3 cards from this deck. This is the beautiful Lovers Oracle, which the lovely and extremely generous Kara has sent to my channel. Now Kara, you guys, is just incredibly generous and extremely kind. I've lost track of the number of decks that Kara has sent to this channel, and she's also a patron as well, would you believe? So she has really supported this channel a lot over time. So this is the lovely Oracle that Kara has sent us. I think a couple of the decks that I'm using today have been sent by Kara actually. So thank you, Kara. If you guys see her in the comments, please show her some love, because she's so kind. So this is your first card from the Lovers Oracle, and the back says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So this could be to do with the love your body message, or it could be to do with feeling like you have to forgive yourself or your partner, you know, moving on from those feelings, moving on from the past as well, if you still have lingering thoughts and memories. Oh, that's your second card. I just want to show you the lovely artwork on each card and the angel imagery there. There's angel imagery on the Eight of Swords as well. This one says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So space, being physically separated, being physically apart. Wow. Yeah, it's really resonating with what we've already looked at. And another angel imagery with this card. And this one says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So this could be to do with the forgiving and learning thing, you know, possibly holding resentment towards someone for not choosing to spend a lot of time with you in this month, choosing a holiday, choosing family, choosing work over you, you know, or wishing that you'd found someone sooner, that you don't still have to be dating. You know, it's about accepting the situation, accepting that you can't change it. There's a lot of shouting in the background. I think people are playing cricket or something. We have optimism, the one of consciousness. So stay positive in this month. Stay positive. Things might work out better than you expect. I feel like if you are physically separated from a partner, there is going to be an opportunity to meet with them, to travel to them, or for them to travel to you. If you're dating, I feel like there could be a breakthrough if you stay optimistic. Your archetype card for today is Engineer. So this is someone who's going to be important in your love life in July. Light attributes are ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, and shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So, as always with the archetype cards, you don't have to take both attributes if they don't both resonate with you. Always have fun with those cards because they're the kind of cards that fit a lot of people's lives in very different ways. Your ice cream for today is key lime pie, good omens, luck and blessings. That is a lovely, lovely card to get. Really fits with the optimism card as well. You have Freude, number 45, joy. Yeah, so I think things kind of work out better than expected in July. Possibly you're already dreading it, thinking, I'm going to be apart from my partner, or I can't go through another month of trawling through online dating or being single or whatever. But I feel like there's a positive change, especially towards the end of July. And then you got two Secret Garden Oracle cards. One is Hidden Depths. You only see the surface, look beyond. Maybe there's a deeper reason behind someone's decisions. And Persevere, leave no stone unturned. So keep going in this situation. Don't stop, you guys. Don't give up hope, because I feel there's going to be a positive surprise or a positive breakthrough towards the end of July for you in love. So we're going to get your charms on top now, group 2. See what we get. And just a quick disclaimer, if you want to turn the volume down now, please do, if you don't like the sound of the charms. So group 2, love life in July. Okay, so we've got the letters F and E. So those could be someone's initials, they could be a word maybe that comes to you, or two words. We've got an angel there, guardian angel. Okay, so you guys have a lot of angels surrounding you. We have health, so healthy relationships in July, and also a message of love. Okay, so if you're physically apart from your partner, there are going to be messages of love being sent to you in July. The leaf is about shedding, releasing what you no longer need. And also the pirate flag, the Jolly Roger flag. This is kind of saying that someone has shown you who they really are. Okay, someone through their behavior or their words, when they seem to snap, has shown you who they really are, and it's important that you believe them. So this may be someone that you've now given up on as a result of that, this kind of leaf situation, and you're looking for someone new. We have the snail, which makes a lot of sense because you've got the slow down card. That's about taking things slowly. We have music, creativity, inspiration. A big love heart there, so there is a lot of love for you in July. And beauty, yes, loving your body. And then you've also got the frog, which is about flexibility, adaptability, adapting to new situations or new daily dynamics. So now we're going to get your dice on top as well, and then you can go and choose your gnome or just jump to your gnome message if you have already chosen him. As I said, I pre-rolled the dice, so you guys got the mystery dice, these ones. And when I rolled to see how many you would get, I got 8. So nearly all of them, which is great. Okay, so group 2, love life in July. Okay. Oh, so another message about creativity with the ink pot there. Maybe some kind of art or creative activity can help you channel your emotions in this month. I also think of writing to each other, maybe not in physical letters, but writing messages to each other. I do see there being some time that you spend alone in thought in July, because we've got the home. This little hut always makes me think of shelter, cottage, and the portcullis as well. Boundaries, protecting yourself, very similar to that image on the Four of Pentacles. I see as well that it's possible some of you are putting someone on a pedestal, you know, seeing them as this perfect person who can do no wrong, and it's important to see them as a person. Don't idealize them, because that only has negative results for both you and for them as well. Take back your power. The tiara, it also makes me think of being treated well by someone, and I think that if you have been treated badly by someone, you're going to meet someone that's going to treat you better, because you've got this kind of change happening in July in a positive sense. Positive surprises. Oh, you've got a charm that I didn't notice. That's the British charm, so any connection to the UK, especially England, coming through with that charm. We've got omens, knowing something's going to happen before it does, getting signs and symbols that guide you in a certain direction. You guys are being watched over by lots of deities and lots of spiritual beings. That's Mount Olympus. Doesn't have to be Greek deities, but it may well be. And you've also got Icarus, flying too close to the sun. This often comes up when it's to do with arrogance or like acting in a way that's kind of ungrateful in a sense. And I wonder if it's just coming back to not feeling appreciated by someone, not treated well by someone. Maybe it's also in your mind that you're asking too much to expect happiness, or, you know, to expect unconditional love from someone. However you resonate with that dice, just take it in your own way. But the main thing to focus on here is I feel that July works out better than expected when it comes to love. There's a positive surprise or positive event or breakthrough that takes place towards the end of the month. It is a bit slow going up until then. There's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of evaluation, possible forgiveness of yourself and another. But it's very healing as well, and once you've gone through that healing and made a release, that's when this kind of positive change comes in. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Group 2, please go now to the start of the video and choose your gnome if you haven't already chosen one. And if you have, then just jump to the timestamps and go and get your extra messages from your gnome. I'm going to move on now to pile number 3. Hey there, Group 3, welcome to your reading if you chose the hand with the amethyst crystal in the palm of it. This is going to be your reading. As I explained in the introduction, the oracle cards have been pre-shuffled. I've also pre-rolled on the dice so that I didn't have to bring as much with me, so I just pre-rolled to see which set of dice we'd use for you and also how many dice we'd end up using. But I haven't pre-chosen the dice, so I've just brought the box with me. But because I've had to come out to a public park, I just wanted to cut down on the amount of stuff that I was bringing. I will be shuffling tarot on camera. And I also apologize because the sun has come out, which is nice, since I filmed the introduction, but halfway through Group 2's reading, some people started playing cricket fairly nearby. I mean, they're actually quite far away, but they are shouting really loudly, so I apologize if that's really loud in the background. When I filmed outside last time, there was noise going on that ended up being a lot louder for me in person than it actually was on the filmed video, but I wasn't aware of that until I was editing, and people were like, stop apologizing, it's not distracting. So I hope that's the case with this, and that it's not distracting and it's a lot quieter on the video than it is in person. But let's get your messages from the tarot first of all. What's coming up in love in July? We're using the same tarot deck for every pile today, again to cut down on what I was using, so I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot here. So what have we got here? We've got the Two of Swords, okay, Death, we've got the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, love this deck. We've also got the Devil, Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So lots to unpack here. You've got by far the most tarot cards of all the readings. I think the others got 5 each. So I can see Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, especially Virgo and Capricorn because they're showing up in both the Pentacles cards, but also the Devil and the Hermit as well. So this is really interesting, you guys. It feels like there's a lot of decision making going on in July. I almost feel like you've got more than one option because you've got the Two of Swords, so that either means that there's 2 people who are interested in you and you've got to come to a decision, or it means that maybe there's the option of being with someone or being on your own and you're not quite sure which the right option is. I think you're just taking your time to come to a decision in July because the Pentacles cards and the Hermit both kind of suggest taking your time. You don't want to rush yourself, you don't want to make the wrong choice. And you're quite happy with things as they are. With the Six of Wands, it's kind of suggesting you're happy just to keep going on with things as they are at the moment until you're forced to make a choice. So let's look at your oracle cards and see what they can say. I haven't looked at them, although I did pre-shuffle them. A couple of them did fall, like land face up when I was shuffling them, but I've forgotten which piles they were in now. So your romance angel is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Wow. So possibly someone asking you to be in a committed relationship with them when you've just been dating, or someone asking you to marry them and you need to make a decision. Maybe someone asking if you'd like to move in. We've also got forgiveness, number 29 from the Whispers of Love Oracle. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointment. Okay, so forgiving yourself or someone else for how they behaved in the past or for how things worked out in a past situation. Your healing card for love in July is Explore Your Ancestry, number 13. So this is interesting. Explore your ancestry in a love reading to me would suggest that you're possibly making similar relationship choices, patterns, or mistakes to members of your family. So this could be parents, grandparents, older siblings, aunts and uncles, or even further back in your ancestry, there could be patterns of relationship choices that weren't optimal, and so you're worried about repeating past mistakes. Then we've got a brand new deck, which I'm really excited to use. And sorry, there's quite a few people walking past all of a sudden. This is the Lover's Oracle, which has been donated by the really lovely Kara. You guys, I have lost track of the amount of decks that Kara has donated to this channel. She is super kind and incredibly generous. She's also a patron as well, so she has really supported this channel an awful lot. She's just incredibly kind. So if you guys see her in the comments, please show her some love. These are some beautiful cards that we've got now. So this is your first one. You guys got 2 from this deck. And on the back it says surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So could be to do with taking more time before you come to a decision. Could be to do with walking away from one option and choosing another. And then this lovely angel visualization. And on the back says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So that's very important, and I like that it brought up that there is a decision going on here, because I think for a lot of you there is. So say someone asks you to move in and you really like them, but you're just not at that stage with the relationship yet, or you don't feel comfortable doing that. Maybe you would always want to live in your own place, and you don't want to hurt the person by saying, no, I'm not moving in with you. So it's like a really difficult or delicate situation to try and deal with. But I feel like the most important thing sometimes is not your answer, but it's how you word it or how you deliver the answer. I hope that makes sense. So kind of giving some careful thought to how you tell someone something can really have a better outcome than just going ahead with what you feel. So then you guys have the 8 of Intention, Discovery, okay, and also the Vast Universe, the 1 of Spirit. Wow, so kind of discovering the vast universe, discovering lots of possibilities, feeling limitless, feeling like maybe you don't want to tie yourself down right now, you know? That's kind of what I'm feeling. You want more time before you decide whether that's right for you or not, because there's still so much in life that you want to do. And so you're not sure that you want to fully commit to someone yet, or get into something extremely serious like a marriage just yet. It's interesting. Maybe someone wants to have a child with you and you're just not sure that you're ready for that yet. Maybe you still want to do traveling or something, and that's what that's talking about, and you would find that harder once you had a child to think about. You guys also got 2 archetype cards. These are people that are going to be really important in your love life in July. It could be one person with attributes from both cards, or it could be 2 separate people. So the first one is Child Divine. Light attributes are innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. Shadow attribute is an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. And the other one is Child Eternal. Light attributes, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Shadow attributes, inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So always with the archetype cards, you don't have to take both the light and the shadow if you don't want to. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The archetype cards are always to have fun with, because they'll relate to lots of different people's lives in lots of different ways. But it feels like this could be one person who has a kind of fool energy to them. You know, someone who wants to get as much from life as they possibly can, someone who's often happy, someone who loves to laugh, maybe someone who loves children as well, because people with that kind of outlook often do love children, because it's where they find camaraderie, people who see life in the same way. So your ice cream card today is Peppermint, Conscience, Realization, and Awakening. Maybe consciousness is also important. You've got Inspiration, number 34, Inspiration. It's a German deck. And your Secret Garden Oracle card today is Joy. Make time for the little things today. So that works out with the Fool energy that we got there. And Inspiration as well, and Realization, Awakening. It's like you realize in this month that there's so much that you want to do and experience and enjoy. And that all factors into this decision around how you want to relate to another person. So this is interesting, group 3. I'm going to get your charms on top now. And just a quick disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or you think you're not going to like it, please turn down the volume now. They can be quite loud. Okay, so Love Life in July, group 3. Okay, so we've got Scorpio energy coming up on the astrology dice. We've also got adaptability, flexibility with that frog, adapting to a new way of thinking or adapting to a new situation. We've got Leo energy with the lion. That can also indicate pride, not wanting to let go of someone or something, this kind of lobster claw energy, wanting to hold on to someone. We've got a fire elemental here, so fire elementals like salamanders, dragons, dragonflies are working with you. The wasp, but that can indicate pain or hurt. Again, could be to do with not wanting to hurt someone with your decision, so you want to think about how you word something, or you want to be as sympathetic to their feelings as you possibly can. We have the notification bell, someone trying to get your attention, and also the star, the little winky star. I like this star. This is kind of saying it's all going to be okay. The star is a symbol of hope and healing and faith and optimism, but with this little winky face, I think it's just telling you, you know it's going to be fine, you know it's going to be okay. And then we've got the fairy sitting on the moon. Everything's falling when I do that because we've got such a soft base here of grass, and they've started up again shouting. Yeah, the fairy, it's like you're waiting for something to change, or you're waiting for a big realization or a moment that makes your dreams come true, or that gives you the answer. So I do think that you guys are waiting before deciding something in July. You might not even end up making your choice in July, because I'm not seeing like a clear answer to what it is that's being posed to you. So possibly you're asking for more time, you're just saying, look, it's a very nice offer, but I'm going to need to think about it and maybe revisit it in August. Let's get your dice on top and see what they can tell us. As I said, I pre-rolled to see which set of dice we were going to get, and also how many from that set. So you guys got number 4, for those of you that are interested in the numerology. That is the Looney Tunes dice. And you got two dice from this set. So I'm just going to get those now. Okay. So group 3, love life in July. Okay, so we've got the fish skeleton there, and this often reminds me of cards like the 5 of Pentacles, a consciousness of lack, worry that you don't have enough to give, that you're not enough, that you haven't got enough money, you don't have enough time, you've not got enough energy. Those kinds of things are coming into play here, and it's landed on explore your ancestry. So possibly this has a connection with the way that you were raised, or relationships that members of your family have modeled for you, or have just made historically that you've not been aware of. And we've also got the telephone, this old-fashioned telephone, which is about communication. So talking to someone a lot in July, which fits with the notification bell as well. Someone trying to be around you, trying to get your attention. I think the telephone is also saying that you want to communicate in the best possible way with this person, and you want to be open and honest. You don't want to hide anything from this person. You don't want to make up anything to spare their feelings, but you also want to be as kind and sympathetic as you possibly can be, as sensitive to their feelings as you can be. So that's what I'm seeing in July, this sense of needing to make a decision, but you're kind of putting it off. Maybe you just don't feel ready to make that choice yet, so you're leaving it. There is someone that has this fool energy for you in July. It could even be you. And I kind of feel like you don't want to settle down yet, or you're not ready to decide whether you want to settle down, because there's still so much you want to do. Maybe it's just that July is going to be very busy for you socially or at work, so you don't feel like you'll have the right headspace to be able to make this decision or come to a choice in July, and that's why you want more time. But that's what I'm seeing. Now it's time to go and get your extra messages from your gnome, or your channel messages as well. If you haven't already chosen a gnome, please go to the start of the video and pick one. If you have, just jump to the timestamps, you'll find him there, and he'll give you some extra cards and your channel messages. So I'm going to start now with Gismund, who is Gnome A. Hey there guys, if you chose Gismund or Gnome A as your gnome, then we're going to take a look inside the gnome bag and see what messages he has for you today. I've written down the channeled messages, which is something I used to do actually a long time ago, and then I started just saying them during, but now I've written them down again to make it easier. So that's what's in the gnome bag today. And if you didn't pick group 2 or group 3, there are some people now playing cricket. They're not actually nearby, they're quite a way away, but they're shouting really loudly. So if that gets really rowdy, I'm really sorry if it's distracting. Let's take a look at what you've got here though. Let's start with the channel messages. So Gismund's group, it says, no looking back, it's now or never. Do what feels right in your heart space to achieve long-term happiness. So this could be for those of you that were maybe looking into making a decision in July when it comes to love. It also says a change of scenery, time out from the situation by being in a different place will help you. So if you can go somewhere to get away from the immediate surroundings, to kind of get a change of scenery, a breath of fresh air, that will help you in making a decision. The letters that came through for this group as being important, which could be to do with names, are T, J, and S, and the number is 8. Okay, so let's look at your cards with the Gnome Tarot. We've got Tuż Mieczy, the Ace of Swords, and that says Sila, strength. Then we've got Piątka Moniet, the 5 of Pentacles, Krach, ruin or decline. And the Dwójka Moniet, the 2 of Pentacles, and it says Objedinienie, which is like unity, union. And your Whispering Woods oracle card is Time. Embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. So kind of taking each day as it comes, enjoying the day to day. So the Ace of Swords is interesting for me. It seems like there's a time of clarity in July where you figure out what it is that you want. It may cause you some pain in the short term because the 5 of Pentacles is there, you know, feeling like you're a little bit left out or having that consciousness of lack. But the 2 of Pentacles brings about this sense of union, and in this deck at least it's not always like that, but here it's about finding that balance, finding that union, having people around you who support you as well. So I feel like you're going to know in your mind what you need to do in July. Even if you don't voice that decision or take action towards it, you're going to know what you need to do. This could be just knowing in your heart what the right thing to do is. It might not feel great in the short term, but ultimately it will. Take your time in this month is what I'm seeing as well. Enjoy the day-to-day. Find as much positivity as you can in the day-to-day. This kind of live, love, laugh message, which I remember that one of the piles got. Living a simplified life, doing the things that feel right to you, and just taking care of you, I feel, because there is this short-term upset or this short-term feeling like a bad person for making a choice or turning someone down. But ultimately it does have the best outcome for you. So this is being made with your best interests at heart. And if it affects another person, then with their best interests at heart in the long term as well. So definitely a change coming for you guys soon, but it's a good one. It is a good one. So that's what I'm seeing with your gnome. Short and sweet today because everything's done in advance, so we're not losing time with shuffling, and because I got all of this written down, etc. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments how it resonated with you. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because it really helps me get seen more by people on YouTube, helps us to grow the family that we have here. If you are interested in what I do here on the channel and you want to get more involved, then check out my description box. There's loads of links in there. So you can follow me on Instagram if you're interested in getting daily oracle cards in your feed, or follow me on Bilibili to show me some support over there. If you are interested in exclusive content and giveaways that I do, then check out my Patreon page and consider becoming a patron. I am still offering private readings and angel healing sessions on my Etsy page if that interests you. And if you'd like to donate to the channel like the lovely and extremely generous Kara, then please do check out my PayPal link for tips and donations that help me keep making these videos, and also my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist that I have for new tarot and oracle decks. And yeah, thank you so much for you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me today, sharing your energy with me here today. I hope it's been enjoyable. Have a lovely month ahead, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye, take care. Hey there guys, if you chose Gunvald or Gnome B as your gnome, then let's take a look in the gnome bag. The gnome bag is back. If you guys have been here a long time, you'll recognize this. And see what Gunvald has to say about your situation. So I'm going to open this up. Everything is pre-shuffled today with the gnomes, and I've also written down the channeled messages that I got earlier. Before I came out, I just sat down and wrote them down because I didn't want to be spending loads of time trying to get them. I thought it would be easier to do it like this. I used to write them down actually a long time ago, and then I switched to doing it in the reading, but now I thought I would write them down today just to mix it up a bit. So it's going to be a bit quicker than usual. Pre-shuffling makes it an awful lot quicker. I never realized just how much quicker it becomes. So let's look at this. Gunvald's group. Give yourself a hug. This has been a very difficult time. There's nothing to be gained by dwelling on what can no longer be changed. When was the last time you truly smiled? Reconnect to your old favorites to rediscover joy. So those were the channel messages I got from Gunvald. And when I was writing old favorites, I was kind of getting visions of cartoons. So maybe things from childhood that you really loved or really liked doing, you know, brands and movies and cartoons and characters and stuff that you really liked when you were a kid or when you were younger that kind of seemed like it would be silly maybe to have them now. Maybe go out and buy something that has a favorite cartoon character from childhood on it, or a favorite film character or something, and just have it around you and smile when you see it. Those little warm fuzzy feelings of joy. The letters that came through for Gunvald's group, which could be connected to names, are R, Z and F, and the number that came through was 3. So let's take a look at the cards that we've got. We've got the Gnome Tarot and also a Whispering Woods Oracle, like always. So you guys have Strashny Sud, that is judgment. Zvezdy, the star, or stars in this deck. And Dvojka Čaš, the 2 of Cups, Spor Vinograda, collecting grapes, or the harvest of grapes. So 2 major arcana cards. I've got Aquarius energy coming through here. Interesting. Let's also take a look at the Whispering Woods card, why not? Friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variegated lichens on hard rock. They create a tight bond. Maybe Friends is the old favorite TV show that you should reconnect with. Maybe you should go and get some Friends merchandise for some of you. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like there's kind of a judgment day for you guys in July. I see that you've been having a tough time lately. That might not just extend to love, but also to other areas of your life as well. And so the star card here is saying that healing will take place in July. Things will start to improve for you. And judgment is saying that old friends could come back into your life. You're reliving your past in a positive way, according to the channeled messages. But I feel like it's also that you get a resurgence energy-wise, like you get more love, or you get an opportunity that you just haven't had recently. And then with the 2 of Cups as well, you know, the Spor Vinograda, the harvesting of the grapes, or the collecting of the grapes, suggests reaping what you've sown, harvesting all of that positive energy that you guys have been putting in, or all that hard work that you've been putting into yourself. 2 of Cups, brilliant card in any love reading. So I feel like there's going to be opportunities in July that you guys maybe didn't expect. I feel like there's healing. I feel like there is coming to terms with the past in a way that helps you move on, and possibly spending time with friends. Maybe you get introduced to someone through a friend, maybe a friend ends up asking you out, or just spending time with friends boosts your energy, makes you feel happier, more confident, more relaxed, and that therefore just changes the way that you come across to people in general, and means that you end up with a lot more opportunity than you previously would have done. So I hope this resonates, you guys. Please let me know in the comments how it does, and please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really helps my channel get seen by more people and helps us to grow our family that we've got here on YouTube. If you're interested in what I do here on the channel and you want to get more involved, then check out my description box. There's lots of links in there. So you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, for example, if you'd like to get daily oracle cards into your feed. You can show me some support on Bilibili by following me over there. If you're interested in exclusive content like picker cards and giveaways and things that I do, then check out my Patreon page and consider becoming a patron. I am offering private readings and angel healing sessions over on my Etsy page if that interests you. And if you'd like to donate to the channel like the lovely and extremely generous Cara, then please check out my PayPal link for tips and donations that help me keep making these videos. And of course my Amazon wishlist and indie deck wishlist for new tarot and oracle decks if you'd like to send a new deck to the channel. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, guys. I know it's been quicker than usual because of the shuffling being done off camera, but thank you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been fun and not too distracting with stuff going on in the background. Have a lovely month ahead, you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there, guys. If you chose Geir or Gnome C as your gnome, let's take a look in the gnome bag, which we've brought back. If you've been here a long time, you'll recognize this. We'll see what's in the gnome bag, what Geir wants to tell you about your love life in July. I've written down the channeled messages just because I thought that would be easier. That's also something I used to do a long time ago on this channel. I used to write the channel messages down. Now I tend to just do them on the spot in the video, but I thought for the purposes of doing it outside, it might be easier just to write them down. So we've got Geir's group. Let's look at the channel messages first. Quiet time spent in nature will enliven your soul and keep your spirits up. Travel is possible in July. And then I also got like a vision of an animal, a beaver, while I was doing this. I think you're the only group that got an animal vision, so I thought maybe, are you guys working hard in July? Is that what the beaver signifies? Or maybe making a home, because I thought of beavers making dams, building a little house for themselves. You know, you doing big things like that, maybe looking to move in with someone or settling down. You've also got what you're currently worrying about will not come to pass. So whatever it is that you're worrying about, there's no need to worry about it. It's going to work out okay. The letters that came through for you guys today that could be connected to names are M, N, L, and R, and the numbers are 2 and 0. Okay, so let's look at what cards you've got. We've got the Gnome Tarot and also the Whispering Woods Oracle that we always use for the gnomes. So we have Kolesnitsa, the Chariot, little bunnies. We've also got Karalbulov, the King of Wands, and that says Vlast, power. And then we've got the Semyorka Meche, the Seven of Swords, and it says Plen, captivity. So we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also Cancer coming out for this reading. And then if we look at the Whispering Woods Oracle, it says patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. Okay, so slowing down a little bit in July, no need to rush yourself, because the Chariot is kind of about quick forward movement or having lots of ambitions, lots of goals, lots of things that you want to accomplish. The King of Wands is also very goal oriented. He has a lot of plans for the future. So I'm wondering if you guys in July just need to slow down a little bit. Maybe if you're looking to move in with someone, it's best to take some time to make sure that's really what you want, because it's such a big thing that it's difficult to reverse. So taking, as this card says, you know, quiet time spent in nature might help you to stay calm and think through this situation. Just seeing what else I'm feeling from these cards. The King of Wands obviously could be a person that you're dealing with in love. The Seven of Swords is telling me that you guys are possibly overcoming past disappointment, past betrayal possibly, or people who weren't there for you when they should have been. But also the word captivity is making me think that it's important for you guys to get out. This word plien at the bottom means captivity. It's important for you to get out of the house. It's important maybe to take a change of scenery, because it does say travel is possible for you guys in July, because that really changes the way that you're thinking. It enlivens your energy. It improves things for you in that sense. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys in July. It's an interesting mixture of things and ways of like managing your energy levels in July as well. But what you're currently worrying about will not come to pass, which I think is the thing that is really just encouraging and positive to keep in mind. And yeah, take your time in July. Don't force yourself or rush yourself to come to any decisions, because it's all going to work out in the best time. When you need to make that decision, it's important that you're ready. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this today, you guys. I hope it's been enjoyable and not too distracting with the stuff going on in the background. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed it, because that really helps me get seen more on YouTube and helps us to keep growing our family that we've got here. If you're interested in what I do here on the channel and you want to get more involved, then please check out my description box. There's lots of links in there, as there always is. You can follow me on Instagram, for example, to get daily oracle cards into your feed. You can follow me on Bilibili to show me some support over there. If you're interested in exclusive content like other picker cards and giveaways and things that I do, then check out my Patreon page and consider becoming a patron. I am still offering angel healing sessions and private readings over on my Etsy shop if that interests you. And if you're interested in donating to the channel, like the very lovely Kara, then please check out my PayPal link for tips and donations, which help me keep making these videos. And also my tarot and oracle wish lists over on Amazon. And I've also got an indie deck wish list as well. And yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me here today and sharing your energy. I hope you have an amazing July, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care. Okay, so Gjord's group, welcome, my final group today. If you chose Gjord or Gnome D as your gnome, this is going to be your extra messages. So we're going to take a look in the gnome bag. If you guys have been here a long time, you'll know what this is. You'll recognize the gnome bag. Let's see what Gjord wants to tell you about your love life in July, what messages are in here. I've written down the channeled messages this time, which is something I used to do a long time ago on this channel. I used to write them down. Now I kind of do them during the reading most of the time, but I just thought for the purposes of filming outside, it would be easier to have them written down. It's actually quite nice to have them written down as well. I think it's quite sweet. So let's look at those first. So Gjord's group, it says you will have lots of reasons to smile in July. Very nice. Get back into the mindset of socializing and fun. A new level or milestone is being acquired in your love life. So maybe you're getting an extra level of commitment, or you're doing something significant in your love life. For some, there'll be conception or celebrating a baby in the family. So maybe a family member or close friend is going to be having a baby or getting a baby christened or something, or named in July, or maybe you are going to be conceiving, if that's something you're trying to do. Letters that came through for you guys, which could be connected to names, are V, T and R, and numbers that came through for you are 4 and 1. So take those if they have any meaning for you. So let's look at the Gnome Tarot cards and also the Whispering Woods Oracle card that we got today. We always use these with the gnomes. So we have Tuż Czas, the Ace of Cups, and it says Udowolstwie, satisfaction or pleasure. Koroliewa Mieczei, the Queen of Swords, Soglasia, agreement. Koroliewa Buław, the Queen of Wands, so two queens next to each other. This says Wdохновение, inspiration. And then you have Page Maniet, the Page of Pentacles, Zayom, alone. Not like alone as being alone, but like loan as in L-O-A-N, a financial loan. And then your Whispering Woods Oracle card is Surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. Interesting. So we've got pretty much all of the zodiac signs coming out for this group, because we've got all air, wind, all air, fire and earth signs coming through. And you could argue with the fact that the Ace of Cups has come through that also all water signs are there. So I'm not going to call out any zodiac signs because I don't think that's helpful. What I see is that there is a new positive experience when it comes to love in July, and it's possibly a positive surprise, possibly something you completely weren't expecting. In July could be a surprise proposal. You could end up getting with someone and you really weren't expecting to meet anyone in July. You know, maybe you go on a date and you end up really liking the person and you weren't expecting to. I see you feeling a lot more in your power in July as well. We've got two very strong, confident queens there, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, two women or feminine energies who really don't take any nonsense, who only settle for the best. And the Page of Pentacles as well, I just feel is like taking things slowly from here, not rushing this joy, just enjoying it as much as you possibly can. So lots of positivity there, and positives for health, confidence, independence, satisfaction, all of these things coming through in July. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this today and that it's not being distracting or too loud in the background. Please let me know in the comments how much this resonated with you. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really helps my videos to get seen more by people on YouTube, and it helps us to keep growing our family here. If you're interested in what I do here on the channel and you'd like to get more involved, please check out my description box because it's always full of links. So you can follow me on Instagram if you'd like to get daily oracle cards in your feed, for example. You can follow me on Bilibili to show me some support over there. If you're interested in exclusive content like extra picker cards and giveaways and things that I do, check out my Patreon page and consider becoming a patron. If you're interested in private readings and angel healing sessions, then check out my Etsy shop because I'm currently offering those over there. And if you'd like to donate to the channel like the lovely and extremely generous Cara, then thank you so much. Please check out my PayPal link for tips and donations which help me keep making these videos, and also my Tarot and Oracle wish lists on Amazon and the indie deck wish list that I have as well, if you'd like to consider sending a new deck to the channel. Thank you so much, you guys. It really means a lot to me that you guys are here. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending your time and sharing your energy with me here today. Have an amazing July. Genuinely have a lovely month ahead, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye. Take care.